What's the difference between Google Ads and SEO? Let's start by looking at the pros for Google Ads, and the first one is instant results. So once you turn on a Google Ads campaign, you can start getting immediate results. So that's one of the definite pros for Google Ads, and one of the reasons why it's still so popular today. Another nice benefit of Google Ads is it's algorithm resistant, and so you don't have to worry about these changes in Google necessarily hurting your ad campaign. But what about the cons? Well, because you're paying for results, the results don't stick. The second you stop paying for ads, those results can go away. And one of the biggest cons I've found for my clients that have tried it out before is that you still have to optimize your landing pages as well as your ad creative, which is the words that you use in your ads. Because you can dump all this money into ads, but if you're not optimizing, then you still might not show up amongst your competition. And that brings us to our final con, is that ads can be super spendy. But here's the thing, if you have a lot of competition, there's a good chance you're going to be spending a lot per click, and those might not be the best leads. So these are the pros and cons for Google Ads. But what about organic SEO? Let's start with the first pro, which is that results stick. So as you're working on your SEO over time, you should start seeing these results, and that's what you want, and it sticks. Whether you're spending money on it or not, you're not just going to fall off a cliff if you stop working on SEO all of a sudden. Which brings us to our other pro, which is that the growth is pretty predictable. Again, you kind of follow this trend. It takes time, but you should start to see results over time as long as you're doing it right. But what are the cons of SEO? Well, Google's algorithm does change. Now, I typically deal with local SEO. There hasn't been a ton of changes when it comes to local SEO over the last couple of years, but as Google starts to use more AI, what's important for local SEO might change in the near future because of the way Google's starting to use more and more AI in search results. So you're going to have to pay more attention if you're focused on SEO versus Google Ads. The biggest con of SEO is that it takes time. You're not going to see those instant results that you might see with Google Ads. And so that's just something you need to know as far as setting your expectations when you start working with SEO. And the final con is that it's super competitive. And so depending on your industry, it might be super easy, but chances are it's probably going to be super hard to show up amongst your competition. But if you follow the advice that I share online, you should be good. Start getting leads online and hopefully start to get the results you want for your small business.